note that present we have town staff as well as our select board liaison, as well as members, and no other participants. So I think that I can forego the full reading of the policy because I can assume that everyone is aware of the policy. It's a public meeting. Public comment can be entertained, but only through the use of the Q&A function of the Zoom interface, and then we can answer questions to the extent possible. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking a roll call of those present. So I'm just going to go down the list of people as they're appearing in the Zoom window. Ms. Ferguson.
Present.
Mr. Saya.
Here.
Ms. McEnany.
Present.
And Mr. Bosdat.
Here.
Okay, and then myself, I'm present, so that gives 5 of us. So our first order of business is the approval not required plan at 15 Middle Street and 92 Sudbury Road. And so I have that plan up on my screen here, so we can review it. So take it away, Elizabeth.
Let me see.
Can you see the plan? So there are 2 properties, one on Sudbury Road, one on Middle Street.
I don't see the plan. I'm sorry.
I can see it. It might be your view. Change your view.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so these are 2 are adjacent through their rear yard, and what they are doing is they're conveying a small portion to each other. So lot A, which is 15 Middle Street, is conveying 388 square feet to lot B, and lot B is conveying 226 square feet.
Uh-oh.
Did she just freeze?
Yeah, she's just frozen. But 226 square
A,
feet.
which is to be.
Whoops. Elizabeth, we're only catching a few words from you. Okay, maybe you're back.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, we got to you were conveying 226 square feet and then we lost you.
Okay. So yes, so line 226 lot B. A garage will be removed as well, but so it's an approval not required plan. Shape of the lots without affecting the frontage.
Yeah, so I did have one question on this plan, which was that this notation here says that 9,864 square feet, including parcel X. And so that's the part that's being added
Yep.
to this lot. Now, when I look at the
Yep.
application, it struck me that it was 9,864 feet before, and that actually by conveying and this exchange, that you ended up with a 10,000 square foot lot, a little over 10,000 square feet, which would seem to make sense. I mean, because this asymmetrical conveyance from a lot that's larger than 10,000 square feet, yielding a lot that is 10,000 square feet, would seem to make sense to me. So that's why it didn't seem to me that this was accurate. Again, if you look at the form, the application form, it shows the here, let me see if I can find it. Oh shoot.
Well, so the form would not be the governing document. It would be the plan that this surveyor has stamped. Which I can, I can tomorrow.
Here it is.
Verify. So I can tell you that the person that filled out the form is not the surveyor.
Okay.
So,
But wouldn't it make logical sense that this is only 146 square feet less than 10,000 square feet? And this conveyance is 162 square feet net. So
well,
it sure
yeah, but
seems,
I'm not sure the conveyance is to get it to 10,000 square feet. I think the conveyance is to provide more distance in the rear yard to the back of the house.
okay.
But that I'm not sure. I mean, the form doesn't specify, what the reason is.
Okay. Well, as long as you can validate that the notation is indeed correct, I guess there's not a problem. It's just, it seemed unusual to me that someone would go to this trouble and not create a conforming lot out of the exchange.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll call the surveyor tomorrow.
sure. Okay, so then can I get a motion? There was a draft.
Yep, I can make a motion.
Thank you.
I move that the planning board endorse the plan for David J. Winstanley, James A. Chu, and David M. Moreau for properties located at 15 Middle Street and 92 Sudbury Road, parcels 0763 and 0764, dated May 15th, 2020, as approval not required, because the plan is not a subdivision, because it shows the proposed conveyance which changes the size and shape of the lots in such a manner that frontage is not affected, and authorize the chair, clerk, or town planner to endorse the plan. Do I also need to add something about Elizabeth checking for that if it's a conforming lot? It doesn't change this approval though.
No,
No.
it does not. It does not
No.
change the
Okay.
It
approval.
would not affect the approval. Okay.
Second.
Okay, thanks. So we need to do a roll call vote here. Mr. Bosdet, your vote, please.
Yes.
Mr. Say,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Ms. McEnany.
I vote yes, but and can I ask a question?
Why don't we
Sure.
conclude the vote?
Okay.
And myself, Matt Johnson, yes. Okay, that we have approved that, or we've endorsed that plan. All right, so Kate, what was your question?
So if Elizabeth checks and realizes that the plan is not correct, does that mean they have to come back before us?
No, because it doesn't materially, change. It doesn't change the plan if it needs to be changed. I mean, the surveyor could easily just he could change that plan. It doesn't change the reason why the board voted to endorse the plan.
Okay.
The wording of our motion wouldn't change at all
No.
either. Yeah.
But we endorse, but we approve that specific plan. So
It's
if there's a
true.
different plan
True.
that,
We might have to.
Yeah, if
what?
he has to create a new plan, then yes, he would have to come back. If he just needs to correct the square footage number, then that would just be a handwritten correction on the plan. It wouldn't have to come back. If he got everything wrong, then yeah, he may have to create a new plan, and then it would have to come back.
Okay.
Okay, is it easier just to approve both plans?
Well, the date would
We
change.
don't know what the new one is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, either it would be a plan that conforms with the form, but whatever.
Yeah, if he has, yeah, if he has to create a new plan, he may have to come back.
Okay.
Okay, so can I move to our next bit of business? Minutes. So we have two sets of minutes. The first ones are from April 28th, 2020. Any comments on these minutes from anybody? Everybody is muted. All I can say is, I mean, while it was a kind of lengthy recitation of the policy at the beginning, I guess since it was really the first time we did it, it's okay. And then I didn't have any other comments. I thought that actually they were quite clear, no problems. So I think if no one else has any issues, I'll take a motion to approve.
I vote to approve the minutes of April 28th, 2020.
You're going to move to do that? All right,
Yes.
okay. Second, please.
Second.
Thank you, sir. So that was Mr. Saya. So now, again, a roll call vote. Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Ms. McEnany,
Yes.
I don't know who else is up. Here we go. Mr. Bosdet
Yes.
and Mr. Saya.
Yes.
And myself, yes. Thank you. And then the May 18th minutes, quite brief. It might take us longer to approve the minutes than to have the meeting, however. So any comments on these?
None from me.
So I thought that these were okay as well. Okay, so any motion for this? Okay, look, I'll move that we approve the minutes of the planning board meeting of May 18th, 2020. Second?
I'll second.
Okay, Ms. McEnany seconds. Now take a vote, starting with Mr. Bosdet today, this time.
Yes.
Mr. Say,
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
Ms. McEnany,
Yes.
and myself, Matthew Johnson, yes. So that's all the business that we had. We also have a public comment, but seeing as there are no members of the public, unless perhaps our select board liaison would like to speak, we don't have any public comment to entertain.
Nothing from me, thank you.
Okay. All right then. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Good to
Bye,
see you.
everybody.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Yeah.